EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to British Columbia and the gleaming jewel that is Vancouver, Canada. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Wright. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 66 yards for him on the ground. He was over 100 yards a week ago, and he's well on his way once again.
Say it with me, partner. Encore, encore. This guy's headed towards getting it done one more time.
Here we go, set.
Wright is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
And he'll go right back to Wright.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jalen Wright. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Slot man moves right. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Drake London, the intended receiver there.
And it's 2nd down.
When you look at this defense,
we know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
From the gun on third down, Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And room there to work it inside the 25. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through. Pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now, saying,
and he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. To throw is Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They'll give this to Wright, running right.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Wright.
And he's got some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
96 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
They'll go again here with Wright.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mitchell. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Wright going to try and bull his way in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. On 3rd down, here's a run by Wright. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. After one, a 14-3 ball game. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. From the gun, it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Ravens at 8-3 now. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Jackson from the shotgun.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Play action. Now Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. 3rd and goal, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
It's a gain of 12. Brings up
4th down, here's Jackson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. Nnamdi Madubuike in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Jackson now. Finding Walker, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Throwing is Jackson.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the gun, Jackson.
Down the right sideline.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens get a late score here, the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he bangs it through and makes it a 17-13 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 9.
Looking to throw.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
First down, Falcons.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd and 5. Flush to his right.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end?
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
17. Ravens 13.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards.
And the Ravens have taken the lead here this third quarter.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
2nd and 9 now. Wright's got it. Escapes the defender. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
He's got his man on the crossing route. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time.
And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. In Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. On first down, Snow.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll run on first down. Snow.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
They'll run on 1st down with Wright.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them 18 on the play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw.
And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Report!
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Here's Jackson.
There's that man again. It's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now 2nd and 9. And Jackson throwing once more. Now he's flushed out left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play action. Now Jackson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Boy, 203 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. On first down, they'll stay with Wright on the ground. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Jalen Wright with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Falcons strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. And his stellar campaign continues. That now his 20th rushing touchdown on the year, a number that very few running backs have ever reached in a single NFL season. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here comes second down at 5. To throw is Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Jackson to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can. And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Now Jackson.
Dancing to his left.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
4th down. Here's Jackson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Now the Ravens going to use 1 of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson.
And a quick throw here that's complete. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Ravens, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign.
The broken glass of a bottle makes a Jagger rock. Right now I got 2 shaky hands, only one way to stop. And I haven't touched it for 7 hours, 3 minutes. Hardly up, already wanna quit quitting. Sweating in an old church basement, wishing I was. Never thought I'd say this.
Hello, my name's Jason.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain, just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. The broken man in the mirror can't look at me 'cause he's guilty. And I swear that the last couple months that tried to kill me. By the time I saw it coming, it was done with already. It's hard to run from it when it runs in the family. A problem with 1,000 more it's causing. Damn, it's exhausting. This is why I walked in.
Thanks for letting me share, y'all.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here is